Hi everyone, and this is our brief tour of Blackboard. Right now, this is the announcements page that you're seeing, and this is where you will land when you click the course name. There will be weekly reminders of your assignments in the announcements, as well as occasional other messages. Over here on the left is a course menu, and you will probably use each of these tabs at some time or another during the course, and you will especially use the assignments tab right here every week. So let's take a look at that assignments tab. You've actually already seen this. At the top of the assignments tab is your textbook link. And chances are you won't use this very often because when I assign something out of the textbook, I'll give you a direct link to the chapter in the actual assignment, but it's here for your reference. And underneath that is additional helpful information. Here's a link to the Zoom meeting that takes place on Mondays and Tuesdays, and it will be the same link every time. There's also a link to my email, to Drew's email, to the librarian's email, and to the Learning Commons. Then you'll find each week that you're going to see a course folder for the week. And right now you're only seeing week 1 because I will open these on a weekly basis because I may be making some changes as we go along. And if you ever find yourself wanting to work ahead, just let me know and I'm happy to open the next week's assignments. One thing I will note, and again, is that in week 2 of this particular course, we don't have assignments on January 18th and 19th. Then we'll go back to the menu here, and under assignments is something called contact information, and there you'll find again information about how to contact me, how to contact Drew, information about the Learning Commons and library services again. MindTap technical support is something that you may find yourself needing at some point. If you have an assignment in MindTap and you've got a question about the content of the assignment or how to do it, ask me. But if you are finding that you're having technical difficulty with something in MindTap, that you can't get it to work, for example, then you can call technical support. If you have a problem with Blackboard, you call Western's computer support. If you have a problem with MindTap, you call MindTap technical support. There's some other links here too, a link to the Welcome Center, which has got houses counseling and financial aid and other services that you may need. Anything non-academic is also within the purview of the Welcome Center. And there are links to the regional learning centers, to Western's computer services, the Student Health Center, career services, and the physical plant. Then under contact information, we have something called Drew's bonus lessons. And Drew will often refer you to this page when you are working with him. I may refer you to some of these lessons, and I may use some of them in class, but there's a lot of great information here on writing skills. Then you have a link called My Grades. Right now you're not going to see much because we haven't had many assignments yet, but you'll see the name of the assignment over here. You will see the score over here, and you will occasionally see a bubble over here that has comments in it. You will occasionally see something that says rubric, and you can click on any of those things to see feedback on your assignments. Then you have a link called Paper Instructions. When you get an assignment, you'll see this in the weekly assignments, you'll see the instructions for your paper, but often papers are done over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, and so that you don't have to search through the assignments to find that original paper set of instructions. They are all housed together here too, so you can always refer back to those instructions. Then you've got the syllabus schedule and some frequently asked questions. Here is the syllabus, and there's a weekly schedule here, but this is just so you can look in advance and see what's coming up. you won't need to refer to this very often because it's just a summary, and the actual assignments in Blackboard are where you're going to get your details. Then you have a list of Western success abilities. These are the qualities and the soft skills that Western tries to foster within people and that employers expect. And that's something you should certainly read through. And then frequently asked questions down here have a couple pieces of information you might find useful. If you compose in Google, know that a straightforward Google document will not work on Blackboard. You do need to save it as a Word document, and there's some information here about how to do that, information about how to post to the discussion board. I think most of you probably know that. How to watch videos with closed captioning. And finally, if you haven't downloaded Western's free software, free Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, here's information about how to do that. You will want to compose your documents in Word for this course because that's the word processing program that works best with Blackboard. Then we have something called tools here, and switch out of my view so you can see your view here. You probably won't need to use this page very often. It does have shortcuts to some of these other areas. But one thing that's very handy here is called Send Email. If you ever want to email everybody in the course, for example, maybe you're taking a poll of the whole class for the purposes of including in one of your papers. Or maybe you are working with another student and you want to email them. You can email all class users by using this link. You can email all instructor users, and those emails would go to Drew and I. Or you can email select users. So if I clicked on this, for example, I could find this classmate that I'm looking for. I could click this to select their name, and then I could write them an email and click submit. So that's a handy tool to have. So that concludes our tour of Blackboard. Let me know if you have questions about anything. I do encourage you to look around on your own, and we will always be using the assignments tab every week, so that's probably, again, the most important thing to be familiar with.